you don't get the fight. Now you're back in, but on a week's notice. What is your reaction to this?
I mean, that's what I do. So I mean, I listen to some good advice. Actually randomly from my barber. My barber cuts Roddy Rich's hair, right? And he told me that every single time he cut his hair, he do 4 or 5 songs in the studio. He records music every single day. And I'm like, damn, really? He said, yeah. I asked him. He said, I actually asked him. He said, damn, man, you'll never get tired. So now this is what I do. He said, you think LeBron James don't play basketball every day? You don't train it every day? If I want to stay at the top of what I do, I got to train it every day. Us fighters, especially mixed martial arts, I don't know what happened in the early 2000s, but everybody felt like they needed a break. Oh, I had a long fight training. Oh, let me go on vacation. Let me take a break. And I came into the game around that time, the military era or whatever. And then maybe they were training so crazy. They were, you know what I mean? It wasn't a lot of signs. It was just kill the hell out of your body and your training partner, and that should make you better for a fight. But maybe they needed a break. I was a part of that era. And I was taking these long breaks, or if I had an injury that required surgery, it kept me out. In between fights, I was not training for nothing. So I decided that, one, I wanted to train to get better. So no matter what I did, I would be better. 2, I never felt like that fight was going to happen. Told my coaches I didn't feel like this fight's going to happen. Let's stay ready. Let's get prepared. Flew in from Miami. We started training, stayed in St. Louis, and we really got the party cracking. So when the call came, am I going to just forget 17 years of martial arts because it's a week? No. Run, spar, go out there and whoop his ass. Now, everything that I wish I would have done, or everything that I see that I could have done a little bit better, or all the new, the basics and the foundations that I was building anyway, I can use those now against a person I want to use it against. So it was more excitement than it was anxiety, to be honest. He asked me, I said, yeah. There, no hesitation. And literally, he couldn't even finish the sentence before I said, yeah.
When did you have that conversation with your barber? When was that? Was that before you accepted the fight or after?
Before I took the fight, yeah. I had a conversation. I mean, he's a friend of mine too. So, if I'm out, like he'll be at the fight. When I go to fight, he flies out, make sure I'm fresh. That's why I always get the best looking haircuts, and beard and all that stuff. Shout out to my dog, Barber Matt. So, yeah, we just talk on a friendly basis. We talk about music, and in his lane, he's the best. And I feel like in my lane, I'm the best. So, like minds think alike. So when we listen to Roddy Ricch, which if you go to Apple Music right now, you see hip hop, he's going to be the face right there. And, he just went diamond 10 times platinum, which going 1 time platinum is, you can't not listen to it. When I heard information from Ray Lewis or Jerry Rice, or Todd Gurley, or all these different people at the top, the cream of the crop, we all think alike. So I would have to listen to that and utilize that and convert it where it makes sense for me in combat sports.
You made a post on Instagram on December 1st, and it was a video, I think, of you maybe hitting mitts, and the caption was something along the lines of, if he fumbles, I'm going to be here to scoop it up. Now, that was before the fight even changed. Did you know something? Like, how did you, were you like, are you a prophet? Like, how did you predict this?
I don't know what you speak of. But if you go back on my Instagram, October 7th, you'll see me training with my coach at ATT Evolution, my gym, and you'll see the caption says, team, stay ready. You'll see Aerodown bike. You'll see me run on a treadmill. You see my strength and conditioning coach. You'll see me in basically a training camp for an unannounced fight. That's the storyline. The storyline is just having that little inkling of something that you don't know why you know, but you know. I knew this fight wasn't going to happen. I knew this was the right fight to happen. And I'm really glad I listened. I'm glad that I wasn't injured. In the UFC, I messed my hand up against Darren Till. I tore my labrum against Roy McDonald. I mean, not Roy McDonald. I guess Damian Maia. I had so many injuries after the fight that required surgery, which sat me out. I thought I won the fight, but one thing I had to sit back and say, Lord, I want to thank you that people still want to watch me fight. And a lot of people did. And I showed everybody that I'm not only, not gone and old and washed up, that I was in better shape than a 24-year-old. You know what I mean? And also I didn't have an injury. And I can actually get better in between fights. So I'm just glad at the new, you know what I mean, just the humility and just seeing the blessing in all the situation, and that I listened to that noise in the back of my head, and I went and I started training.
So I think it might have been the same day that you made that post, December 1st, but Nikisa Badari, and of course Jake Paul's advisor, who was helping on the promotional side of these fights, he told me that he had called you one of those days last week, and he said, listen, you know, the fight is, nothing's wrong with the fight, but we're worried a little bit about, you know, the new variant with COVID. Like there could be some travel restrictions. If something goes wrong, would you be ready? And do you remember that conversation?
Keisha
How did
told
that
you
go?
that?
What's that?
Keisha told you that? Keisha told you that?
He did. He did.
Well, as long as he told you that, because shit, you ain't gonna mess up my bag. I check mark what he said.
All right. So
But I don't have
how did
anything
that
to add to
conversation
it.
go?
Take away. I
What was
mean, what
that?
are you gonna ask me? Am I gonna fight this kid again? Yeah. You want your client to get beat up? Yeah. You want him to put an extra half a bag on his own head? Yeah. There's a whole bunch of yes. And I'm not even a
But
yes
that
man.
was before you even knew that Fury was out of the fight, right?
I think it was just the willing. Was I willing? And I was willing.
Right.
So I was the first person they called, and
Right.
they didn't even have to. They didn't have to go to a plan B.
So then the very next day, I guess Tommy Fury says he can't fight. He has broken ribs, some kind of an infection in his chest. They call you again. What is that conversation like?
Send the paperwork.
That's it.
And put some extra cheese in the macaroni.
What does that mean?
Give me some extra money. You know what? I think I need some more money.
I know what that means, but how much extra are we talking?
I think I need more money, actually, Nikisa and Showtime, because I'm looking at the whole landscape now. It wasn't just Jake in the card, his fight. The whole card was going to go underneath. All the fighters wasn't going to get paid, and all got something to say about me all the time. I need some more money. Showtime, where y'all at?
So even now, you want more? You're asking for more
Yeah,
money?
I want more money now. I changed my mind.
Well, I guess we got some breaking news. The agreement that you came to last week, are you making more money for this fight December 18th than the one August 29th?
Unfortunately, all the contractual negotiations are confidential, so I can't really share that. But
Okay,
I appreciate you asking.
oh, you know, I try.
You gotta ask.
When Nikisa calls you, I guess you know, last week, and he says Fury's out, and you're amenable right away. Is there any worry that maybe Jake says no? Do you think that maybe Jake is gonna turn you down, because I guess they hadn't spoken to him yet?
I feel like after the first time around, when we were in the ring after the fight, and Nikisa said the fight's there, you got my word, and all that other stuff, he hadn't quite spoken to Jake before they pulled Jake in the locker room, whispering in his ear, "Hey man, just take that fight. Well, you lost. Just take it and run, dog. Don't do it again, because you know what I mean." His coaches looked like they just robbed the bank, and we got off on the trial. We just ran skating town. So after he spoke to him, after everybody said, after we actually shook hands in the ring.
Yeah.
He said, "If you do it," I said, "Bet." We didn't say when. We didn't say who was going to do it. We didn't say. He said, "If you do it, let's run it back." And I said, "Bet." We shook on it. He went against that. So this time I would guess that he would talk to Jake first before he even called me. That's a guess. I don't know for sure. You have to ask Nikisa. It sounds like he's willing to talk to you. So go ahead and get that answer to him.
So, and you bring up a good point about that agreement that you guys made in the ring after the first fight. Do you trust them? I mean, because they did say one thing, he shook your hand, and then initially they said no rematch, even though you got the tattoo. So
I'm not quite the person
this?
you want to around with kind of money paying up. So I think that they may hold that into consideration. If it was somebody else, maybe, but I don't think I'm the person that they want to mess with when it comes to that.
So you're going into this with full trust, even though, you know, some might say that, you know, things didn't go your way last time in some ways.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with getting paid for the fight. So payment, I'm not worried about if I'm going to get paid. Some organization, you do got to worry about that. I don't know if they will pull a fast move and last week, it'd be like, that's kind of too much. I know they like these oohs and ahs and these story switches and stuff that keeps people watching, but for him to switch a fight again, you know what I mean, and not give the fight, I don't think so. If he randomly gets some that doesn't allow him to fight, then I'm calling him out.
Were you doing a movie recently? I think I saw something on your Instagram.
Yeah, I'm still doing a movie right now. I'm actually outside of set right now. They've been kind enough to let me talk to you. I was supposed to be here 40 minutes ago, but they want me to whip his ass too. So they say, you know what? Just because you want him to get his ass whooped, take your time to get in here as soon as you can.
So where are you? Are you in LA?
I'm in Atlanta.
You're in Atlanta. And what can you say what the movie is?
The new LA film is Atlanta. It's a lot of films. I can't say sorry, but yeah, I'm in Atlanta filming.
How long have you been on this movie set? Did they call you last week when you were still on the set?
Yeah, I was on break. My phone's on silent, so when Nikisa called me, I was in the extras holding area, still in their snacks, and he called me at that time, and I answered. So I remember like it was yesterday.
The snacks good or what? What are we talking? We got good snacks or no?
I mean, craft services on the set that I'm working is phenomenal. I mean, daily is coffee, peanut butter and jelly. I did try to eat the Hershey cupcakes the other day because I'd never seen them and they did not disappoint. But I had already started to kind of clean up my diet and get myself together. And you can get real fat on movie sets, all the craft services. So I had already started cleaning up, so I was just proud of myself. You know what I mean?
So the cupcake was before you agreed to the fight, I guess.
The cupcake was several weeks before, but I smashed.
Right.
I had one day where I wanted to work they had on the card. It's a lot of waiting around sometimes on movie sets. So I had one day where I probably had 7 cavities by the time I got back.
Nice. So you're on movie sets, so you're not actually really in a training camp, at least right now.
I was in a training camp before they called me. I was going to fight in January.
Right. Against who?
No, I might still do it, so I can't say it yet.
All right. MMA or boxing?
Somebody's punching.
What?
Punching. Yeah, I really don't care as long as I'm punching somebody, right? Do you know I'm the only real free agent in the entire world? I'm the only that can fight wherever I want, wherever I want, whenever I want. Nobody else can do that. And I said I was going to do that 2 years ago. I'm the only one that say, pay me the most money, build it up the most, and I'll walk in there and I'll beat anybody's ass. I'm the only free agent. This is the way sports should be. If I feel like I'm the best in the world and another over here got everybody thinking he's the best, I should be able to go and say, well, let's find out. And I can do that. And I'm thankful that I can.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.